Hello friends, welcome to my channel. This is Manjunath. In this video, I am going to share you the important topics and questions of the BLI 222, that is the information sources and services for exam point of view. So during exam time, you don't need to study all the content of the Ignou study materials. Only these topics and questions are, if you studied, it will be easy for you to score 60 to 70% and even more than that. So please subscribe to my channel for more updates. So let's start. So in unit 1, the various categories of information sources are given. So if 10 marks question, if they ask, you have to write all the various categories of information sources. Sometimes the 5 mark question on any one type of category will be asked. So next, the categorization by the Subramaniam. Many times this question was asked, and also the categorization by the Ranganathan, both are for 5 marks. In the categorization of Ranganathan, the differences between the micro and macro documents for 5 marks, and the difference between the conventional or non-conventional document for 5 marks. So any one question will be there for 5 marks, or it may be for 10 mark question on this unit. Be prepared. Next, in unit 2, the different types of primary sources of information for 10 marks is rarely they ask. Here in this unit, the 5 marks questions are possibilities very high. So short notes on the patents, standards, trade literature, types of reports, fetish scripts. These 5 marks questions are very important, so definitely 1 or 2 5 mark questions will be there. Sometimes the combination of the 2 5 mark questions for 10 marks will be there, so be prepared. So next, in unit 3, it's all about the secondary and tertiary sources of information. So here the secondary periodicals, the types of secondary periodicals is important, and the more important is the types of bibliographies or the concept of bibliographies. So it's important here. Then the types of reference sources is also important. Sometimes write a short note on the library catalog or the bibliography of bibliographies for 5 marks each may be asked, so be prepared. In unit 4, evaluation of various information sources are given. This type of questions, maximum time asked for the 10 mark question. Rarely it will become for 5 mark question. So there are various information sources evaluation given in this unit, but these 5 topics are important. One is the checklist, reference sources, bibliographies, and the dictionary is more important one, and the last one, the textbooks. Next, unit 5, human as a source of information. In this unit, the human source versus human resource, very important question. Many times this question was asked for 5 marks. So next, the information professionals. There are various information professionals are given in this unit. So these five are very important. One is the information generators, information processor, information condenser, information disseminator, information compiler. These 5 are important, and rarely sometimes the information preservers also ask. So be prefer one of these professional. Okay, so sometimes rarely the technology gatekeepers. There is one more concept, technological gatekeepers, that is also sometimes asked. Okay, be prepared. Next, unit 6. In this unit, the various Institutions as a sources of informations are given only these three institutions for exam important. So one is the R&D organizations, NGOs, and the academic institutions for 5 marks each. Unit 7 is all about the concept mass media. So definitely there will be one 5 mark question on this unit. So be prepared. So definition of mass media, the role of mass media as a sources of information, importance of mass media, for 5 marks. The scope and functions of mass media is for 5 marks, and the characteristics of 5 marks very important, and the influence of mass media on society, that there is positive and negative influences. So prepare. So the next, the components of the mass media, this is very important, the components of mass media for 5 marks. Next, unit 8, it's about the information services offered in library. So here the 5 marks question, that is need of information services for 5 marks, and the types of information needs, that's also for 5 marks, and the various type of information services offered in library. So there are two types, one is responsive service and another one is anticipatory service. So in responsive service, reference service, DDS, that is the document delivery service, and the referral service, these three are important. And whereas in anticipatory services, current awareness service, condensation service, and information literacy training, these three topics are important. And the last one is web-based services, is also seen in the libraries. So last time in December exam 2018, web-based service was asked for 10 marks. Okay, in previous exam also it was asked, so be prepared. So next to unit 9, here the various types of services in libraries are given in detail. So first one is a reference service. This is a very important topic. There will be definitely one question on reference service. So the first, the reference service definition and the categories for 5 marks, and the reference service types for 10 marks. Reference service versus information service for 5 marks. So under the anticipatory information service, the current awareness service and its types for 10 marks. So next, condensation type service, this is also for 5 marks. So organization and management of reference service in library, it's for the 5 marks. So in this unit, reference service and the current awareness service, these two are very important, be prepared. So next, unit 10, this is about the literature research. So in this unit, definitely there will be one question on 5 marks and one question on 10 marks. So search process, either by manual method or by computer based method, it will be asked for the 5 marks or it may be 10 marks. So in last December 2018 question paper, there was one question on literature research need, and describe the steps involved in manual literature research. It was asked for the 10 marks. So be prepared. Next, advantages of computer based search, it was for this question is for the 5 marks, and there are possibilities of aggregators, digital libraries, and institutional repositories. Out of these three, chances of one will be there. So for 5 marks, be prepared. Unit 11, this is about the concept of user education program and the information literacy skill. So there will be 10 marks question possibility or and chances of 5 marks question also. So the definition of user education program, the components, objectives, and methods of conducting user education program. It will be for the 10 marks or maybe for 5 marks. 5 marks. So then the evaluation of user education program and the need of user education program for 5 marks. Then the information literacy concept and its need, it will be for the 5 marks. So next user studies, that is the unit 12. So here the 5 marks question chances are there. So characteristics of user studies, the need, planning and methodologies of user studies, anyone will be asked for 5 marks. So next the evaluation of user studies and its need for 5 marks. So be prepared. Next unit 13, this is about the information use studies. So very rare chances of getting 5 marks question here, very rare. So you can skip this unit if you don't have time. Okay, so in this question the possibility is the need of information user use studies, the scope and types of information use studies. The chances are there for 5 marks. Okay, so last unit 14, this is about the marketing concept of information service. So definitely there will be one question on this concept about the marketing of information service. The definition, need, if asked for, it will be asked for the 5 marks. So market segmentation for 5 marks. Market mix, this is a very important concept, marketing mix in services, 5 marks. Market mix concept for 5 marks. Implementation of marketing in libraries for 5 marks. So don't skip this unit, this is important. Thank you for watching. Subscribe my channel for more updates and good luck for your exams.